General, you will be staying with us once again as we move away from Europe now. Top defence officials from Cambodia and Thailand have agreed to allow ASEAN observers to monitor disputed border areas in an effort to prevent a resumption of hostilities. The move comes after a deadly five-day conflict in late July, the worst in over a decade, which saw artillery exchanges and jet fighter strikes that killed at least 43 people and displaced over 300,000 on both sides of the border. Despite diplomatic pressure from China and Malaysia, fighting continued until US President Donald Trump warned that tariff talks would be halted if peace wasn't restored. That according to a Reuters report. Following that, Cambodia's Defence Minister T. Seha and Thailand's Acting Defence Minister Nathapom Nakpantit met on Thursday at Malaysia's Armed Forces headquarters in Kuala Lumpur to negotiate a permanent peace. Nathapom announced that an observation team of ASEAN military attaches will be based in both countries and led by Malaysia. He also stressed that a resolution will help return both nations' citizens to peaceful lives along their shared border. Well, thank you again for staying with us, Retired Major General Gigi Dawedi. The situation in or between Thailand and Cambodia, of course, got extremely concerning very quickly, with hundreds of thousands of displaced people along that disputed border region, and of course dozens of deaths, 43 deaths reported. But it does seem that global intervention has worked and an unconditional ceasefire is still holding. How positive are those movements that are just announced?
Well, Joshua, that's right, that ceasefire is holding on. The ceasefire came into effect on 28th July, and you are very right that President Trump had played a very crucial role in this, and Malaysia could negotiate the ceasefire, and that is holding on. And now the efforts are that both defense ministers met, and on the ground it appears that the ceasefire will now become permanent. But there are two, three important factors that are there. First and foremost, there is high degree of distrust between the two sides, and that means that ceasefire today is very fragile until it becomes permanent nature. And second development is, I think, a very positive development that the ASEAN peacekeeping observers will ensure that the ceasefire holds on, because ceasefires are always very fragile until there is a mechanism to oversee the ceasefire. Violations are not committed, and yes, both sides stick to the observation of the ground rules. So I think that once the observers come into place, the ceasefire then will have more validity, and also it will be more easy to ensure that the ceasefire holds on and there is no violation for the both sides. But I think this is a good step, and peace should return to this region, because a lot of civilians have been affected, and also the tourism industry also has been affected.
Yes, Retired Major General Gigi Dawedi, apologies to interject there. We are unfortunately out of time on that topic. But thank you ever so much for providing such great